Yeah, it
So-
literally ended my stream.
Crazy. So an internet hub between you and YouTube, and probably you and the Factorio server, is down, but Discord is apparently fine. Discord is apparently fine.
Rumble is still up.
Strange. Good thing I didn't lay down too many F-bombs.
And now the stream booted back up again. So now I bet you, because YouTube sucks ass.
It's gonna be a new one.
Testing the stream. Yeah, it just fired up the default stream. If I don't pre-make the stream, like pre-manage it and set everything up, it literally like does the default stream, and that's testing stream to fix the.
Oh.
Oh, did it just die again? No.
I see.
It is dropping the hell out of the frame. Part of me just wants to stop streaming. I am so tired of fighting YouTube. I'm so tired of it.
Yeah.
What should I call this?
Prepping blue science?
Second half of stream. Half. There. The fact that I disconnected from the server too was weird. Discord, well, we were still communicating via Discord, but like for some reason, part of my connection crapped out. Yeah, our error. YouTube is already telling me error, like not receiving enough. Like it's really annoying. Yeah, it's really annoying. I should try to just stream to Rumble once and see if it's. There I am. Sorry about that, folks. I don't know what happened. YouTube just like shit the bed. Decided just to stop working. Oh yeah, I bet you my chat is now pop this chat out because it's a different URL.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Spy. Good timing. Good timing. Yeah. YouTube just shit the bed.
Taking down the bases over here.
Excellent.
Cool. Well, welcome to the stream there, Spy.
Yeah. Allowed to get off early. Always nice when you can get off.
Some context involved, though.
This is when copper starts to suffer. Yeah. Yeah, usually it's a mad dash depending on the work. It's just like, we have too many people. Who wants to go home? And it's like, I've seen people damn near get into fights over that kind of shit. It's just like,
All right, that one's down. I only died 17 times. Progress.
well, since I was booted out of the game, you could have said, oh, I didn't die a single time.
Actually, I didn't. I was being my version of funny.
Mm.
Okay, we could start tapping this iron and stone over here. Probably set up some rudimentary defenses for them, of course.
Would you want to do it that side, or do you want to do this side? Because we have copper, stone, and iron, right in here.
Oh, that's true.
And it's on the side of where the smelters are, so we could just run it a little bit easier. And then you could take that base out that you already have, like, surrounded there, and we could beef up basically do a wall defense around those 3 deposits, and then maybe stretch it down to where the coal is, because yeah, that's going to be painful once that gets started. But it's up to you.
The west side probably is a better idea, so I'll switch over there. Although I think I'm gonna set a couple of small defenses over here, just so they don't creep into this area. Doesn't even need to be that big, because pretty much all it needs to be able to do is just take out a single spitter. I mean, there'll probably be some biters there too, but spitters are the only ones that would be a problem.
Do I have enough power bowls for this? I doubt it. Oh, look at that. Nice and clean. Oh, I love it when a design comes together. Oh shit. Of course I miss one. Still pretty clean. Not the cleanest, but still pretty clean. Okay. Let's run the copper. I like getting all the copper backed up, getting all the wire backed up, getting everything nice and backed up. Good to go. The greens are going to have to branch off. We're going to need to double up greens or even quadruple up greens, which again is more copper. So that's going to be fun. Let's grab some inserters.
Oh, my head's bugging me a bit, but right now I can still tough it out. I don't like to try and make buggy streams limited by my condition. Oh, interesting. Did you see the comment that Spy made about Sky Oblivion? That's the project.
They gave a team that has been working on a mod for the better part of 10 years a key that costs them nothing to give.
Yeah.
To a team of maybe 50 people. You lose out on 50 sales for a team that's been working on a project for 10 years. There's a misbalance to that.
Yeah.
They should have gave everybody on that team $10,000. That's what they should have done. They have the money. How many copies of Oblivion do you think they've sold? The remake. You don't think that they could throw the team that's literally been working on the exact same thing? Like, imagine how depressing it must be. Like, that team must be like, Jesus, like all of this work that we did. I just couldn't imagine.
Spy asked a question. second to last comment.
Oh, how far away are we? We're at least 3 streams away from coming close.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna take a while. We are we need to get all the way through all of the planets. We need to get the Prometheum. We need to get all of that set up. We need to do many researches. We need to get biter eggs. We need to there's a lot that we need to do. This was just, we got to start somewhere. And this is what we start with.
The progression of it right now, our science is increasing linearly, whereas once we get another couple of streams in, our research is going to start going exponentially. So quantity-wise, we're a very long ways away. Time-wise, yeah.
I mean, in my test worlds, I haven't hit the number in my test worlds. But I did I'm trying to concentrate on something. It's hard. So I haven't hit the number, but I got a little over half. And it takes 20 hours to get to that in a single player. Because, as there's a snowball effect that happens with this game. Where you ramp up pretty fast. All right. Let's make this a little bit more efficient. Enough of the tiny poles.
It would be nice if there was an early game way, without bots, to replace the power poles. I mean, I suppose one could just create a mod where literally the only thing it does is allow you to do an upgrade, like a blueprint upgrade planner. That's what it's called. That replaces the first tier power poles with the second. Oh, more turrets, that's what I need. My thought processes are starting to slow down because I'm struggling to keep the thread on what I'm doing.
Red circuits.
That's a nice tier to jump over. Yeah, it would be difficult to make it, do optimal patterns and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm simply meaning just straight up replace them, because most likely if you're doing that, you're still dealing with like the first tier of stuff. So there'll be another tier or two where you come back and say, yeah, okay, let's update this blueprint or this layout. All right, yeah, I'm about to delve into this if you wanted to watch the destruction. Most of the destruction will probably be
I mean, they're
me.
small worms, so it's not as bad. I mean, when you start seeing like medium and big worms, then it's.
I think
That
I
is
was
rough.
taking on a big in the other setup. Could be wrong. Okay. Grenades.
Oh, you're getting exploded on. Look out!
Yeah. Hadn't even noticed that we're getting splitters or splitters, spitters. Okay, let's cheese this one. Was that base to the northwest of me always there?
I think that's a new, it's a tiny little expansion base.
Okay, I'll have to take that one out before it has a chance to grow very much.
All right, so now that we have red circuits, are really the tough part of this. Sulfur. Oh, I can't believe I forgot about sulfur. Of course, I need sulfur. I'm gonna need obscene amounts of belt. So let's grab that. Now, blues are deceptive. In every single one of my... Oh, am I getting dropped again?
I don't see anything indicating that. But I might not be able to see it.
I'm like largely unable to move.
Okay, yep, now you're getting dropped. Does it seem like the stream is... The stream seems like it's doing alright.
Okay, as I was saying. Oh, there we go again. Weird. Blue science is really deceptive. You get 2, but it's every 24 seconds. It's rough. And each one takes 3 advanced circuits. So each crafter, right? So it's 1 every 12 seconds, which uses 1.5 advanced circuits every 12 seconds. Or let's see, what other way we can you get 2. Anyway, it's you build more build more blue science than you think you need. Is the gist of it. We are gonna need engine units galore. This is gonna be tough. Now three circuits every 24 seconds. 1 every 7 seconds. No. 1 every 8 seconds. 24 divided by 3. 1 every 8 seconds. And the craft time is 6 seconds. Right? So this amount of red, this is not a lot of red circuits. These are painful. I usually double this setup. So this setup just doubled. Is usually kind of my baseline. Is usually what I start with. Which we can move on to that a little later. Like I said, always plan on having more of those. So 3 inputs. We need to have a belt. Sulfur and engine units need to be shared. And then red circuits are going to be the full thing. For no particular reason, but it's just one of them has to be a full belt, so it will be red circuits since that's the most used item. engines, we have to make those above the mall, this section of the mall, because believe it or not, engines are actually used in a couple extra things that need to go on in the mall. Pretty sure. Like, I think locomotives? I think trains use them.
Yeah, trains use engines. Another general question here. Should I spread the miners out, or should I have them kind of condensed? So, like, should I have them next to each other here vertically, or should I do like I have here, where there's space? There's a little bit of space in between.
What's the point of the space?
Just to reduce the number of miners that we have. Since this one is so big, this is going to be able to put out.
I think what we should do is
three full belts.
Is do our normal line, right? But
okay,
we don't need to fill out the entire patch right away, yeah. Right? So do one line, maximize it, and then all of the miners can, whatever number fits, then we can add another line, and then we can add another line. Eventually the whole patch will be full, but by then we'll have more defenses, we'll have bots. Like, you got like starting with the basics and then moving more and more, I think, is a better idea. Because eventually, obviously, we're going to need to redo anyway, because we're going to get better miners. So,
yep.
All right, we're going to grab those. We're going to want. Those. Okay, then come up here.
Yeah, when you get big mining drills, it's set up. It is such a huge gap between even just these base miners. And then you start getting the different qualities. It just becomes insane.
Yeah, the biggest benefit to those big miners is the resource drain starts out at like 50%.
Yep, so that sounds right.
You get it just right off the top. You get 50% more out of a vein, which is crazy. Yeah, the toughest part about the balance of the mods that I have is I wanted late game, like I wanted the late game to still require like mining patches. So it usually broke down by the time the late game started. Like, you just didn't need to mine very much anymore, and I was like, I don't really like that. Or 8, 10, 2, 4, 6. I'm already out of belt. I just grabbed 300 belt. I was like, oh.
Oh man.
It goes fast. Belt goes really fast. I did. Are you fucking kidding? I clicked. Of all the fucking squares to click, it was the wrong square. Okay. My brain is just like, what are you trying to do? Like, stop doing things that I don't want to do. Okay, so this. That. So this is going to be. I need gears too. Okay. I think I can do one gear. These have a craft time of 10 seconds. It uses one gear. This is able to do basically 2 gears a second. Steel. Loops up around, goes in there. That's good. Let's get that run. Get everything populated. Steel is the easy part. Steel just piles on the belt. But it's the pipe and gears. I want all of those back stuffed. Now it is time for some sulfuric acid or sulfur. Set. Oh. Find the pattern. Sulfur stars 2. first. Blue Science Research, which is always advanced oil products. Rained that right quick, didn't we?
I don't know why, but when you said that, it sounded Australian. But that's probably just crazy ass.
we go. Let's actually put this down. Yeah. This is not going to be producing a lot. We have 12 of these. I mean, it should technically be one a second. I mean, yeah, the crafters themselves aren't crafting. What do these craft at? 0.75? Yeah. Again, these are deceptive. Like, I've always had to double this up because these are all doubled up, right? So this is technically 1 a second. These are all 2 a second. Or at least they should be. Let's look at rate. Oh, let's upgrade. Get a good idea. 1.5 per second. It would be 2 if they were crafting speed of 1.
Yeah, because the whole 75% thing.
So this is, again, 1.5. These, I'm not sure. 0.75. We don't usually go through a lot of military science early games, so it is what it is. But these, 0.75. So these are half the production of the red and the green. So in order to get the same amount of production, you need twice as many of them. It's so painful. 24 seconds. Yeah. It's crazy. It's a crazy craft. And there we go. We have our first blues. Now the research for those is going to take 75, which we actually have. So let's trigger that. And now and yes, even the oil processing, any recipe that allows productivity, we have a research for that. So that's where the Uber of Uber production starts. Well, let's get this one first. While that processes, we can restock and run back out there. Now that we have engines, we can grab some of those. Some pumps. So the pumps, I actually have a mod for pumps, de-nerf pumps, where you can basically specify a custom pumping speed. So I specify 2,000. The old vanilla, the version 1 vanilla was 12,000 per second. The new pump is 1,200 per second. I tried doing it at 1,000 per second, and the ships became hard to like control their speed without like many pumps. They just weren't very good. Okay, mass oil processing is started. Let's get back out there. Ooh, let's restock on power poles before I go. Seven. What should I have for dinner tonight? I'm getting hungry. That's dangerous.
I usually stick with food, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, I guess. What do you got?
Ramen, mac and cheese.
Oh, mac and cheese sounds good to me.
Mac and cheese is always good. Phenomenally. Super carb heavy.
Yeah. Ramen's a bit carb heavy too.
Yeah, ramen.
Of course, it's depending on how you make it, it's a lot of liquid.
I also have mashed potatoes, reconstituted mashed potatoes, which are actually pretty good. Boil water, throw in the potato thingy, and yeah, actually pretty damn good.
Potato thingy.
Advanced oil processing finished. What are we at? Peaked out at about 21 per second, which isn't bad. Okay. So here we have the things and the stuff. So now we need so now my beeline. So my first step, getting blue science, and from blue science you can basically go to space if you wanted to. You don't have to do yellow or purple. We're absolutely going to do yellow and purple first, though, because there's actually an achievement not to do which we got in the achievement run in the previous stream series. So, so the first step is get blue science. Once you have that, my next step is like nuclear to get nuclear bots and roboports and the fun stuff there. And then it's purple science, and then it's yellow science. Because purple and yellow science will get us the rest of the logistics, and then space science, which is you dip your toe into space science a little bit, gets you some good stuff there as well. All right, so the first thing what do we want to do first? Want to crack? Well, we can do this. Let's do this smartly here.
Spartacles? Dang, we are backed up on stone.
Yeah. I could queue up some military science research, and
Yeah, that'll burn through it.
that'll burn through it pretty quick.
I don't know if you caught the message, but Spy said that he's having chicken pot pie.
Ooh.
That sounds good too.
Yeah, that does.
So, in your opinion, do you go with the name brand mac and cheese, or do you go with off brands?
Velveeta shells and cheese is
Ah,
what I've kind of landed on as my preference. When growing up, we basically had the craft, with the powder and and I don't know, something about that, just kind of powdered cheese with stuff and things. I just don't. Not my favorite. So the Velveeta is nice, and then when I mix it up, I sprinkle in some bacon bits and I mix up bacon bits. Adds a little bit of bacon flavor to the things and stuff. Which is
I found even the powdered stuff is pretty good. The powdered cheese.
it's not bad. It's just I prefer the
Yeah.
the stuff in. I just prefer the Velveeta stuff, even though it's not technically cheese. If it's cheese,
Yeah.
it's cheese adjacent.
Yep.
Um,
I think the big thing is, and that was kind of my segue, is you grew up with one, so you got sick of it basically.
yeah, just the same reason I don't make spaghetti. Like
Yeah.
spaghetti, because it's so damn easy to make, right? Cook hamburger, boil pasta, mix ragu, dump it all together, mix it up, boom, you're done, right? We had spaghetti so often when I was growing up because my mom like worked 3 jobs like crazy, so she didn't have a lot of time. So understandably, we had spaghetti a lot when I was growing up, and so now spaghetti doesn't really appeal to me too much.
Yep.
But yeah,
Understandable.
a good spaghetti is, but it's just like generic, like ragu and meat and pasta. Like, I crazy how much of that I've had. Okay, this is going. I never know like what I need, so let's look at our rates here. So this is processing 120 per second of light oil. All of these is making 180. So it's like it is what it is. They're off because I switched this pump off because I'm prioritizing light oil. I don't want light oil to back up. So over on this side, I'll probably create a solid fuel, aka rocket fuel crafter over here, and if light oil goes above a certain thing, then you kick that on, and if it goes even higher, then we crack it. I mean, I know Nephrim's like, he basically turns all of his light oil into solid fuel and then uses that in his power stack. Okay. Batteries. And then finally,
I think I've run the numbers, and that is more effective, or more cheaper.
for running it with solid fuel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like you produce a little bit of pollution in the creation of the solid fuel, but not nearly as much as the miners mining coal and then burning
Yeah.
it. Like it is less pollution.
I think, depending on your the productivity and efficiency and stuff, experiments with the past, I've had setups with coal liquefaction, and then turning it into solid fuel, even all 3, and it still kind of works out better than just straight up burning the coal. But that makes sense, you get a bit of a payoff for all the extra trouble.
All right, so these will produce lube. If heavy oil gets above 20K, then this will crack it down to light. All right. Now, that tough part is done. We're not producing any like salt right now. As we ramp up consumption of petroleum gas, we start getting a lot. So I want to wire this up here and say enable when light oil is greater. Right. Crack it down when it's greater than 20K. And then we can have a pump going off this side and then crafter for solid fuel over here for rocket fuel, and then we can belt all that material around whenever we need. Okay.
Yeah, Spy, your comment there. I wonder if there's some kind of key combination that's getting triggered to try and make it your video pop out.
One of these days, YouTube will learn how to, do things. One of these days.
Give it time. They've only been around for what, 20 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's strange.
Look at that. What is this belt? Why is this? Did I plan on something? Oh, stone. That was supposed to be stone. I need stone over here. there it is. Right. I think the next bank of things that we're going to need. Wow, we're already up to this. This was the first base that we took out, aka the remnants here. Yeah.
Yeah, shocking how quick you encroach upon those areas.
Already up to it. Okay. So batteries would allow us to at least craft the teleporter. So probably a good idea to get some battery production going.
Nah, it's overrated. Gross. I don't know why, but the puppy has been snuggly recently. Makes me wonder what she wants. Because that's pretty much the only time I get attention.
Kind of a tight fit, but I had bots, I would move it up 3 squares. But I don't have bots. Once this fills up, basically one of these is. $500. That'll probably be enough pumps for the rest of the game. Right? Just fill that up.
Yeah.
I just put a bunch of engines in the pumps, and yeah, I don't go through that many pumps. So. The ships usually take one or two, and then I think we use the most pumps on volcanoes, but it all depends on how our system gets built and developed.
Yeah.
If need be, I can slap in a requester chest and just we don't need to deliver everything via belt.
Is it offshore pumps or like the
Just the inline pipe pumps. Offshore pumps don't take engines.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Right, I need to go expand the sulfur. I don't want to wait for the teleport. Ooh, let me go grab some concrete in anticipation.
Yeah, down by power, we're getting hit. I'll start working my way there, but I'm quite a ways away.
Where did you come in from?
On the east side, so I would say.
There must be an expansion base out there somewhere. I'm guessing there's an
Yeah.
expansion base within the cloud.
Oh, I think I see it exactly where it is. Yeah, right near where you are, because you can see it getting voided there. And
Well,
that's
there's
more
there's
frequent
trees
than-
there too. I mean, that's right on the edge of the cloud, so it could be those trees.
True, but trees don't usually make it disappear that quickly.
I mean, it does when it's on the edge. If you look at the other
Yeah.
edges where the trees are, it is blinky. It does blink, but I mean, yeah, that could be it.
It's sad because that's so close to where I have the defenses. If I'd just gone a little further out. Yeah, I have a feeling before the end of next episode, or next session, we're gonna have a wall. Or maybe like I did before, where I have little enclosed outposts.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where are you going? Scott. Oh, there it is. Found it.
Excellent.
Couple medium worms. Oh, that's kind of spicy.
All right, since I'm interrupted from what I'm doing, is there anything higher priority? Or do we need those resources over there?
Over where?
On the west side. I've been tapping into those ore deposits over there. Or starting the process. It's huge, so it's a long road ahead of me.
I mean, we're basically right now unable to ramp up production because iron, steel, like all the things, right? So the next phase is going to, when it comes to space, and especially like purple science. Remember, purple science destroys steel, like destroys steel. So the next phase is going to be, ramping up resources and getting the sciences next to science. As far as like the next stream.
I did catch most of that. I had a phone call. So it was... Yeah, worst timing ever.
The timing is just crazy. Like, was it an important phone call? At least
a little bit. I mean, it wasn't, oh my god, I'm dying.
I mean, that's not an important.
Depending on who it is. Harsh.
Yeah, the iron over here is pretty much running full blast. Oh, there's this little splooge of it up here.
Snicker. Odd, I thought we tapped into that. How many belts do you want me to bring out of here? Because I think pretty much the sky's the limit.
Well, again, we start with one red,
Yeah,
and that's it. Like,
just the number that we eventually get out will kind of determine how I build.
as long as you don't actually place all those drills, we'll be good.
Okay.
Because the drills will drain our fucking power, even if they're on, or even if they're not mining. They will just passively drain our power. So the intention was build a strip of miners, get that up and running, and use that, and then expand, as we have the resources and the need.
Oddly enough, the drills don't have a minimum consumption. Is that like a bug, or
I don't know.
do they not have a passive power?
I mean, I think that they just consume power, like, period. I don't know if they turn off. Like, I would rather not risk having 700 drills turn on and just our power just evaporate.
Yeah.
That is a crazy pollution. I thought I had a blueprint for like Max Roboport. I had one for. No, I just had one. Yeah, having updated the teleporter mod, I can tell you that the base object that it derives from is the landmine.
Weird.
It's just a customized landmine is all it is.
I will totally be thinking of that the next time I step on one of those pads. If I hear a click,
Yeah.
oof.
Trying to let our base calm a little bit. Calm yourself.
Do you have any other, like, spicy defensive buildings? Or pretty much the vanilla ones?
I didn't for mods. No, I don't. I don't think I have any defensive mod or defensive building mods. I mean, I've never felt the need between the Tesla turret, the rocket turret, like the gun turret. Like those, they're devastating. So never really had a
Yeah.
need for any other fancier thing and stuff. But
I'm just kind of thinking of ahead.
I come bearing
know.
another teleporter. Do you want it down here by iron, or do you want a teleporter over here? Where do you think there's a good spot?
Yeah, probably near iron. If you see the little ammo crafter setup I've got on the south side. Oh, he has the combat shotgun. Thank you.
that was the last of our Mark 1 assemblies. Gone. Get rid of all of those. Get them upgraded.
Interesting. I didn't notice you had put pipes around the gun turrets for a wall. Is that at all more effective, or?
They're cheaper
Yeah.
and easier. Like you can just carry iron with you and just make more pipe. I don't know what the comparison is to like hit points, but
100 versus 350.
I mean it's an early game way of adding a wall
Yeah.
in a pinch. All right. Well, I believe that is going to do it for today. We're right on the cusp of getting into the next phase.
Yeah, we can relatively quickly get to the point of rockets.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time. But I'm not in a hurry. That's the important thing. Is I'm just not in a hurry because it's gonna go fast once we start snowballing with bots and productivity, especially once we get that purple science. Purple science, productivity science, or production science is kind of how I gated all of the productivity. It just made sense to me. It's productive science. Like you need
They gasp.
So once we get that and we start like we're able to research like even 10 levels of the like gears. So gears is a big one. That'll save us iron. And then iron, which it just will allow us to craft faster. And copper as well. And then the copper wire, productivity on that. Like to get the like the 5 core base materials have 10 levels of research done in productivity, and that massively changes everything. Like it just the base just starts going whoa, and it just spreads like crazy because of how much material you can actually process. So it's very, very nice.
Dare I ask?
It's just the one square thing again. Just like
Oh,
I wanted to put these on the corners, but it's one square, one tile. Well, until I get substations. But yeah, thank you all for coming by and putting up with the drop of whatever that was. It was a hiccup in my internet. I don't know. The Discord never disconnected me, but Discord might be like super forgiving of packet loss or something. I don't know. Because I was booted from the server, which tells me it was more than just YouTube. So I apologize for that. Nothing I can do about it. Maybe they detected my connection and were like, why is he dropping so many frames? Let's reboot it right in the middle, right in the middle of his stream. I would put it past him. So yeah, we're gonna continue this on Saturday. I thank you all for coming by. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed yourself today. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and consider being a channel member or a patron. And joining us on these lovely multiplayer streams when we have them. So, anyway, I hope to see everybody back here on Saturday, and have a great rest of the week.